Welcome to the Tacoma School of the Arts Class of 2020 graduation. This is a celebration of a culmination of over 12 years of study for each and every one of our students. Students, this is about you and all you have achieved. We didn't get to say a proper goodbye, and we may not be able to share the joy of this huge accomplishment in person, but that does not diminish the brightness of your accomplishments. I remember your sophomore year when Renee and I came to SOTA. Do you? I remember it was your class that accepted us with open arms and taught me and enriched me in SOTA culture. You taught me SOTA culture is not something you can explain. You just have to be a part of this special world to understand it. You helped me understand the school and internalize the why behind the reasons students choose to come to SOTA. You helped me see that it isn't about winning awards, or it isn't even about being popular or well-known. SOTA is about being inclusive. SOTA is about being open to take risks and being able to support each other when we fall down. SOTA is about being a family. And you, the class of 2020, will forever be my family. I will keep these memories we have created close. We will never forget this year. The world will never forget this year. And class of 2020, you will always hold a special place in this story. In a time of uncertainness and sometimes fear and always distance, you have brought us together, even if virtually, to remind us all that we have a bright future of strong, committed young adults who will persevere to succeed. You brought us together in celebration. I am so proud of you, each and every one of you, individually and as the class of 2020. Welcome to our ceremony, and congratulations, graduates.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
I'm sorry for anything I've done to hurt you. But please notice I'm up till 3 in the morning to talk to you. I'm sorry, my friend, I won't see you again till tomorrow. But I'm still here, me and the motto. I'm sorry, the motto. I'm sorry, the motto.
As I saw what I had in store, I can't keep on anymore. 'Cause you called and I'm wrong. You told me I'm not around. Picture me gone when I'm not found. You disperse me when I try, but baby, don't figure me out. I'm sorry, we gon' part ways. 'Cause I go into the core of this deadly falling world. I know I ain't a back in time, but please don't fight or hold your breath. 'Cause baby, I ain't a to run back. 'Cause baby, I know I ain't in no school. I know I ain't in no school girl. But baby, I know I ain't in no school girl. You're the last thing I see at night. I keep hoping to let me pass. They warned you I'll be trouble. Don't speak, now I love the know. I sacrificed my pride. I'm not putting my past behind. All I wanted was to show you I'm gonna get to prove you. I ain't wasting time to provoke you. 'Cause baby, I know, you know. 'Cause I go into the core of this deadly falling world. I know I ain't a bag in time, but please don't fight or hold your breath. 'Cause baby, I ain't a turn back. 'Cause baby, I know I ain't in no school. I know I ain't in no school.
If it's broke, baby, still don't fix it. Don't throw it out, I'm scared I'll miss it. Where are you going? Please, may I follow? Your new heart's grown fonder as mine still. Bright red salmon swimming with the current. Is this reality, and how can I assure it? Your sun won't wash, it follows wherever I go. I cannot differentiate the road from the snow. My headlights aren't helping much. Reminders of you in books I read, movies I watch. I continue straight while the road is winding. I thought our contract was forever binding. When the wind blows, it howls. Someone grins, someone scowls, and someone shouts, someone.
So deep down it's just too hard to believe. But every day I see the moon won't tell me what I've done wrong. So please stay with me and don't leave me in the dark. I don't need to lead you on, 'cause after all you played your game, keep crack the sound of my name. I found your secret to your lie, and now I've left you out to dry, 'cause I want you to feel what I feel. And I know it's so hard to choose, so let me help you attempt to prove me wrong. So please stay with me and don't leave me in the dark. I don't need to lead you on, 'cause in the night I'm watching you breaking hearts, but there's nothing new, and I know this is who you are. Who you are.
Annulment is the bittersweetness of having arrived in the future, seeing how things turned out, but not being able to tell your past self. Late August of 2015. Black Lake Bible Camp. Day 1 of high school. We were all excited but also confused, coming from all different parts of Tacoma, some not even Tacoma. You get off a bus leading to a field of 600 plus students, upperclassmen yelling and reuniting with mentor groups, and I'm trying to figure out where my friends from middle school are. Hours later, we followed the fellow confused freshmen in front of us and sang This Little Light of Mine in the dark. We sat in the middle of the field with Peter Edwards and Debbie Shapiro. Peter was playing some music none of us could understand, while Debbie Shapiro explained, "Look at everyone in the circle. The people standing beside you, these are the people you will go through the rest of your high school career with." Allison and I stared at each other, filled with fear in our freshman eyes, thinking about what these teachers will do to us next. We walked in the dirt, put our hands on our shoulder of the person in front of you, and sat on the knees of the person behind you, and every minute I reminded myself that this was high school. I bought a time machine recently. Out of excitement, senior year me would say the SOTA class of 2020 is going to do great things. That we are going to inspire our peers and underclassmen. I will tell you that you will learn to get out of your comfort zone and become leaders. You will connect with artists and create murals. Start a band and grow as a musician. You're going to conduct a whole choir one day. You're going to have your art shown at a showcase for your whole school to see. You'll soon learn to see your peers not as competition, but as part of the community. You will have teachers that will be proud of what you become and proud to see where you go. I must assure you that none of this will happen fast or easily. Here's what I'm afraid to tell you. I'm afraid to tell you that class ends early for us. Dressing up for prom, senior showcase, and walking the stage is no longer a reality. I'm afraid to tell you that we had our last chance to see our friends and teachers, the ones who mold you into the people you will become. Some of us will be going out of town, some out of state. I'm afraid to tell you that we had our last mentor group, our last day in the park, last showcase, last dance performance, our last musical, and didn't even know it. This inconvenience will not stop you from being what you want to be today. We will become scientists, teachers, directors, nurses, graphic designers, lawyers, therapists, political activists, engineers, costume designers, psychiatrists, and so much more. Some of us won't know what we want to be until later in life, but that's okay. This is it. We graduated. In 5 to 10 years, I'm going to come back here. I want you guys to come with me so I can deliver some good news. Thank you to Tacoma School of the Arts. Thank you for the friends I've made, the connections I've made, and the memories I've made.
You want it right now, then put all of that talk and keep your voice down. 'Cause you know they're gonna find us if you're too low. And I know we're in public, girl, I play foul. And it's on sight when I see you and you see me, it ain't no red lights. And I don't know if it's gonna do it just the one night. So will it hurt you if I ask for more of your time? Is that alright? 'Cause I got a taste of you, and I got a craving for it. Girl, I've been waiting for it all my life. And I got a taste of you, and I've been waiting for it. Girl, I've been waiting for it all my lifetime. I know you're in there, you didn't run away. Took a vacation, and I couldn't hang. You think that it's my fault, I don't feel the same. I pray you'll forgive me, maybe one day. Is it a waste of my time to save what we had? It seems that things aren't quite right. It's like the whole world's gone mad. Is it a waste of my time to fight, to pray? It was a waste of my time to stay.
Happy graduation. Breathe. Breathe. Don't forget to breathe. The place we are now is a place where we can be. This place where we can be is a place where we can breathe. And this place where we can breathe is a place where we are free. In preparation for this speech, I reached out and asked many of you to tell me one word you would use to describe our class. Some of you said we were resilient because of our ability to adapt to change. No change in our 4 years here at SOTA has been as significant and altering as the pandemic we have all been affected by. But being the resilient class we are, we responded by setting the record for the longest senior skip day in SOTA history. Our class said we are ambitious, level-headed, and that we are visionaries for being aware enough to see where our difference would stick. When I first came to SOTA, I had no idea what difference I could make at this school. Remembering what Paul said at senior bonfire, I had the shoes of giants who came before me to fill. But as daunting as that was, I went for it. As a freshman, each day at lunch I spent in the rock room eating Simply's fried rice that everyone would steal, listening and watching my friends in Dax Odyssey rap and play their songs. It was the coolest thing I'd ever witnessed, and all I wanted to do from then on was make music. And so I did. My good friend since kindergarten, Serafina, described SOTA as colorful. She said, colors are a family. Some are loud and vibrant, others are hidden and calm, and every single one is essential. Their unity is inaccessible when the colors aren't all working together in harmony. Like colors, we work in unison with one another. And speaking of colors, freshman year, everyone's hair color changed by the week, and Christian Supis wore a different outfit from a different decade every single day for a whole year. Even though we feel so isolated right now, remember that we will always be connected, even if it's just from one conversation. We're connected by the same roots, even if we can't see them. Those roots that stem from all of us are grounded in Pac Ave. They're grounded in the echoey halls of the post office, grounded in the dance floor, the stage, and in our canvases. They're grounded in our camera lenses, in our instrument cases, and in our ink. Your roots connect to mine, and my roots came from yours. To all of you, thank you for letting me have a place here, and thank you for showing me by example how to be myself. There is nowhere better than the place where we are at right now, because here, in this moment, we can be us. And when we're exactly who we are, we can breathe. And when we can breathe, we are free. Thank you, SOTA, for being authentic creators, life-changing educators and mentors, and friends and inspiration for a lifetime. My hope for us is that we continue creating, continue writing, and continue doing. Your art changed my life, and it will change the world. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Good evening. I am Renee Frombling, and I have the honor and privilege to serve the Tacoma community, this school, and this amazing class of 2020 as one of the co-directors of the Tacoma School of the Arts. This evening, I welcome each of our families, friends, and distinguished guests, and thank everyone for joining us as we recognize the outstanding accomplishments of the class of 2020. Before I begin, I'd like to acknowledge the support and guidance of all family and community members of our graduates. Please take a moment and thank the people surrounding you right now. I would like to recognize the hard work of our staff and mentors in helping you students prepare for your high school diploma. And now I want to acknowledge and congratulate the SOTA graduating class of 2020 for making it to this memorable day. You have persevered more than any other class in my lifetime, and I am so proud of each and every one of you. You as a class are tenacious, talented, intelligent, and kind. You are special. The class of 2020 supported SOTA's focus to strengthen diversity and access for all. You did this by creating clubs that supported inclusion, enhancing clubs to include more voices like BSU and Latinx Dance Club. You were growing the theater department and representing all through the visual arts. And most importantly, this class has modeled community by welcoming and mentoring young students into mentor groups, classes, and mini terms. As you see, by just a few examples, we acknowledge and are grateful of your contributions the past 4 years to empathy, balance, thinking, and community. You noticed early on that your course of study was more than just a schedule of classes. You were given choices to create a plan that aligned with your passion and purpose. You made deep and meaningful connections with others within SOTA and our community. The skills you learned and developed are the most critical components of any plan you may have in your life. My favorite writer, poet, and activist Maya Angelou once said, "Open your eyes to the beauty around you. Open your mind to the wonders of life. Open your heart to the love around you, and always be true to yourself." Remember to always be true to yourself and make a difference in our world, class of 2020. I'm proud of you, each one of you, individually and together as a class of 2020. On behalf of the entire SOTA team, we wish you all the very best in all that you do. It's now my pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker, Tyler Accord. The entire Accord family and their children, Tyler, Skylar, and Heather, left their individual and collective mark on SOTA, and we're proud to call them part of our family. They have all followed their passion in music and achieved notable success. Tonight's speaker, Ty, is a Grammy Award-winning music producer based in London and LA and is a graduate of the Tacoma School of the Arts, class of 2009.
So the class of 2020, what's up? Ty Accord here. I was class of 09. I was supposed to be with you today during your graduation ceremony. Obviously that's not happening, so Paul asked me to say a few words on videotape so he can send it to you guys. First of all, congrats. Like, you've completed one of the hardest tasks ever. 12 straight years of not only completing schoolwork, but like trying to figure yourself out at the same time and figure out your social circles and how to be a functioning person while you're still growing. That's insanely hard, and you've completed it. A couple things that I think I want to share with you that I've learned just being out in the real world or whatever is how fast time moves. So I say that just to encourage you to really act and move on things that you believe in. Like if you have a dream or a goal or something, I've just seen a lot of people get to an age or a point where they don't have as much flexibility as you do when you're right out of high school, and they think, how did I get here? How did all that time pass me by? And I think it's just, you're just not as aware of it when you're not writing the date down every day on a sheet of paper and thinking, when's spring break, when's winter break, this and that, and time just flies. So, you know, if it's like, oh, you know, I really want to be a writer, but I need to be in New York to be close to this, or I want to do music, and I don't know if I really want to, like, you know, I would just bet on yourself and just really go for it, because if you're going to fail at something and fall on your ass, now's the best time to do it. I don't know if I'm going to get in trouble for saying stuff like that, but that's how I've always felt, and that's just me being honest. Second thing is, it's okay to pivot, and what I mean by that is I think that you make up an idea in your mind about what you want to be, what you want to do, where you want to be at, where you want to go, and sometimes you'll get close, or you'll get there, or you go down the path and you start to realize that it isn't for you, or it doesn't make you happy like you thought it would. And I think that it's okay to be at peace with yourself if you change your mind or just realize something. I think that's totally okay. And as artists, you know, we're rarely satisfied with being in the same spot for a long period of time. And if you are, that's cool. But for me, you know, my journey, I definitely had an idea of where I wanted to go, and I did a lot of really cool stuff that other people would have killed for, but what's most important is what makes me happy and what fulfills me as a person. So, you know, the past few years has just been a constant reevaluation and pinpointing my focus more towards what my goals now are. And the third thing I want to say is you have a lot more to learn about yourself than you already know, or that you already think you know. I just think back to the person I was in high school and how different I was, and my self-image, and how that all changed when I wasn't confined to the same group of like 1,000 kids every day. And I'm just telling you this more to be excited, because there's an amazing person inside of you that you haven't met. And over the next 10, 15, 20, I mean, my parents tell me they're still figuring it out, years, if you strive to really improve yourself and become a better person, you'll be surprised at how amazing you can become. There's things that are popular in school and circles that you want to get into and things that you're passionate about that might not line up completely. But then when you get out into life, you start to find these circles and these people that are really, really built like you and really wired like you. And then all of a sudden you're in a circle where you thrive. Whereas maybe that didn't exist in the high school environment. And I see it time and time again. Those who struggled in the regular school world, obviously SOTA's a lot different. I'm thankful for SOTA every day because it was a different environment from just like regular high school. But just in general, those who struggle to fit in and to feel normal or whatever are the ones that really thrive, and they're the ones that make the biggest differences in the real world. So yeah, I did like 100 takes of this because I feel like an idiot. I don't really know what to say to a bunch of newly graduated quarantine victims. But to sum it up, congrats. You got a really exciting future ahead of you. Those who are going to college, good luck. Those who are just starting jobs and to work really hard, and don't ever settle for anything that doesn't make you happy, and always strive to be better. Okay, peace.
By the authority vested in me by the State of Washington, I certify the 2020 class of the Tacoma School of the Arts has met the requirements as stipulated by the State of Washington and Tacoma School District Number 10, which would entitle them to a diploma. I hereby present the class of 2020 to the Superintendent of Tacoma Schools, Carla Santorno.
2020 graduates, we are so proud of you, and we won't ever forget you. You have proven that you can handle adversity, overcome obstacles, and proceed with grace. I am confident that you will forever invent, innovate, and make our world a better place. Thank you. With the assurances of co-directors John Cutler, Renee Frombling, and Kristen Tender, that the School of the Arts class of 2020 has met the requirements for graduation, it is my pleasure to present the class of 2020 to School Board Member Elizabeth Bonbright for graduation. Congratulations.
Welcome, Tacoma School of the Arts Senior Class of 2020. On behalf of the Tacoma Public Schools Board of Directors, I am here to honor your accomplishments. I could not be prouder of each one of you for your hard work, perseverance, and commitment that it took to reach this achievement. As you move forward into your future endeavors, I hope you will proceed with the same grace, style, and enthusiasm. The world is yours to shape. Be bold, be strong, be true to yourself. And now, by the power vested in me by the State of Washington, and with the assurance from Superintendent Santorno that you have completed the requirements for high school graduation, I hereby declare this Tacoma School of the Arts class of 2020 graduated. Congratulations.
Thank you all for being with us this evening to celebrate our graduates. This moment in the journey is to be celebrated by all of us in the community. Graduates, please stand with me. It is with great pleasure that I congratulate SOTA Class of 2020. At this time, please move your tassels to the left, and congratulations.